count, this is 4 streams, 6 crashes. That was strange.
As you say,
Let's just take
it is begun.
Stuff.
I shall do it.
Deal with these bastards.
There is no glory in bloodshed. Come, let us end this. I shall do it. It is begun.
So, if I tell the cat, no, I'm not going to let you possess the girl, the cat possesses the girl.
What do you mean you've never climbed a tree? Don't cats like to be in trees? Oh look, someone's come to play. You have come to play, haven't you? We're playing a guessing game. It's better with more people.
Good, you're safe. Your father's worried. Let's ignore the elephant in the room.
Father? Oh, you can tell him I'm fine. Maybe he'll come and stay with us, too. Anyway, you should go if you're not going to play. Kitty finds you distracting.
Cat, find me distracting.
Kitty's clever. She says you want to take me back to my father, but I'm not going. She would be lonely.
I would not suggest leaving in such hostile company anyhow, Amalia. Look how they act.
Step away
No,
from the creature.
Leave me alone. Kitty!
Nothing you say will convince Amalia to go with you. She loves only me now. I am her friend, while you are just a stranger.
Go on, I'll play along. A stranger who finds you very interesting.
Did you hear that, Amalia? I have another admirer.
That's because you're wonderful, Kitty.
I have been
It's 'cause you're a
bound to
kitty.
this chamber for decades, cut off from all contact. It has been maddening. Release me, mortal, and let me have the girl. Let us return to her father and leave this place forever.
Don't think he'll notice something out of
Mortals
place.
often allow themselves to be blinded by hope. They see what they wish to see. If the father hopes to see his Amalia alive and unharmed, perhaps he will.
Let you go, but you need to leave the girl.
But I do like this one.
I like you too, Kitty.
But if it means escaping this prison, I am willing to leave on my own. I agree to your terms. The mage's wards hold me within this chamber, and only a mortal may approach them. There is a trick to disarming the wards, but I do not know it. Perhaps you will succeed where the girl failed.
Oh, this is so exciting! Kitty is going to be free! I've always wanted a cat, and Kitty is so perfect and pretty.
Okay, what have we got here? How do you interact with these?
I like it when Kitty sings to me.
Standard sliding block puzzle. Okay. Bark spawn, if you can just piss off over there. No, not everyone else! Oh, please.
Father doesn't like cats, but he never met Kitty.
Oh, you're making it very hard to see what I'm supposed to be doing here. All of you, please just...
Kitty says
What?
I'm locked her up in this room.
Ow!
Is that awful?
I shall do it. As you say.
Don't stand there! Don't stand there! Is there any way to tell the AI just to stand out of the way while you're doing a puzzle with fire?
Kitty is my best friend.
No, really. It's... Buttons, please. Move freely. Okay.
I was thinking about the sun, silly.
Okay. Right.
Tell me a story.
No. That doesn't work.
Oh, it's a flower.
As you
Is
say.
it a daffodil? I like daffodils.
It is begun. As you say. It shall be done.
No. Ah! Stop setting yourself on fire. Stop setting yourself on
I
fire.
never met Kitty.
It is begun. Very well.
Kitty says Grandpa Wilhelm locked her up in this room. Isn't that awful?
Okay, I'm going about something wrong here. Ah, for fuck's sake. For some reason, sometimes she just runs to the tiles instead of using them properly.
I shall do it.
Kitty is my best friend.
Oh, stop moving to them! You'll set on fire!
Very well. Very well.
Tell me a story.
It is begun. It is begun.
I've always wanted a cat, and Kitty is so perfect and pretty.
As you say.
Now get off the floor.
Oh, it's a flower. Is it a daffodil?
I shall do it.
I like
It
daffodils.
is begun.
Oh, stop walking through the fucking fire!
It is begun.
Stop walking into the
I shall
fire!
do it.
Stop
Oh, it's
walking
like a
into
cat.
the
Kitty is so
fire!
perfect and pretty.
It shall be done.
Stupid bloody thing. Stop it!
It is begun.
Not all puzzles involve self-immolation.
Oh, it's a flower. Is it a daffodil? I like daffodils.
Shut up, you stupid child. I should have let the cat have you.
I've always wanted a cat, and Kitty is so perfect and pretty.
Stop walking onto the platform. You'll set on fire.
It is begun.
Stop
Flower.
walking
Is it a
onto the
daffodil?
fucking
I like
fire! I need one more right pointing one. Stop walking onto the fire. It's not hard.
A cat, and Kitty is so perfect and pretty.
As you say.
Oh, it's a flower. Is it a daffodil? I
Shut
like daffodils.
up about your sodding. Stop walking into the fire!
It shall be done.
Ah.
I was thinking about.
No, I'm telling her to move the floor blocks, which doesn't involve walking into the fire.
I shall do it.
No, you don't have to walk to...
Tell me a story.
Go Why? Why did you take that line just to go through the fucking fire?
Be done.
Kitty is my best friend.
As you say.
Kitty is an abomination of the Nuggin.
Very well.
Why are you on fire there? There isn't even fire to be on.
It shall be done. I shall do it. Very well.
Kitty says Grandpa Wilhelm locked her up in this room. Isn't that awful?
Be on fire. I'm no longer in a mental
It is
position to give a
begun.
shit about your...
Very well.
fucking hobbies.
I shall do it. Very well.
I like it when Kitty sings to me.
I shall do it. As you say.
Please shut up.
Father doesn't like cats, but he never met Kitty.
I shall do it. It is begun. It shall be done. I shall do it.
I've always wanted a cat, and Kitty is so perfect and pretty.
I shall do it.
I've always wanted a cat, and
As
Kitty
you
is so
say.
perfect and pretty.
Shut up about your fucking kitty.
Tell me a story.
Once there was a girl who shut the fuck up.
I shall do it.
Kitty is my best
Very
friend.
As you say. It is begun. It shall be done. It is begun.
I was thinking about the sun,
It
silly.
is begun.
Father doesn't like cats, but he never met Kitty.
That's actually a thought. Alright.
It shall be done.
Oh, it's a flower. Is
It
it
is
a
begun.
daffodil? I like daffodils.
Really tempting to just pick the cat up and dump her on this floor puzzle.
It is begun.
2 birds, 1 stone. Let's go home.
Kitty says Grandpa
is begun.
Wilhelm locked her up in this room. Isn't that awful?
It is begun. It is begun.
Kitty says Grandpa Wilhelm locked her up in this room. Isn't that awful? I like it when Kitty sings to me.
I shall do it. As you say. As you say. I shall do it. As you say.
Oh, it's a flower. Is it a daffodil? I like daffodils.
It shall be done. As you say. I shall do it. It is begun. I shall do it.
He's my best friend.
Very well.
Am I just brain dead today?
I shall do it.
Kitty is my best friend.
Stop.
Very well.
Sometimes she walks onto the tile. Sometimes she moves
shall
the
do it.
tile. There does not seem to be any common factor determining which she will
It is
do
begun.
today.
Kitty says Grandpa Wilhelm locked her up in this room. Isn't that awful?
Why did you even catch fire then?
As you say. As you say. Very well.
I like it when Kitty sings to me.
As you say. It is begun. It shall be done. I shall do it. As you say. I shall do it.
Oh, it's a flower. Is it a daffodil? I like daffodils.
Very well. It is begun. As you say.
Tell me a story.
Very well. It shall be done. As you say. It is begun. It is begun.
Yes. I can feel the magic fading. Oh, I had forgotten how it feels not to be caged.
Kitty? What's happening?
A wonderful thing, my dear, for both of us.
And off they
I
go.
have changed my mind. I like the girl. I do not think I will find another like her.
Oh, so I get to go with you after all?
Nope.
Ugh, I will take her anyhow. She is mine.
Kitty! You're scaring me! I won't let you inside me! I won't!
See, girl was an unnecessary step in the process. Although, when she goes not via child, some reason different nipple tassels. That's an unnecessary detail. I'm going to respect that. And fuck that floor puzzle. Just... No, she's not actually that powerful, is she? You have some of that. I'll have some of that.
Let's make this quick, shall we?
Well. Helm of Honleith. +2 to all attributes and +3 armor. Well. Cord of Shattered. Nice. Excuse me, sir. Can you also die? Rach, you just said nipple tassels as though I hadn't already said nipple tassels. Did I not say nipple tassels? Anyhow, I just picked up a nifty helmet. You look ridiculous, but yeah, who cares? That was the belt. Oh, this festival ring. More strength, more dexterity, and more attack. You don't have it yet. More armor, more nature damage. Cord of Shattered Dreams. Yes. I believe so. Okay. Let's go get a golem. Reassure guy's daughter's not been eaten by a demon.
As you say.
Move freely. Forgot to turn that off. Well, the Arna's leveled up. Yay. More cunning, because locks. Actually, a bit more dex. Because your damage is based off dex, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. When the target incapacitated, a opportunistic rogue strikes where it hurts the most, inflicting automatic backstabs against stunned and paralysed opponents. Well, now then. That is much better if I switch shield bash, shield pummel. Okay. Back to leaving. Because, when all's said and done, this place is awful. Oh, staring from up here is so strange. Can you not? No, it's not. They don't bleed. Hey.
You did it! You freed her! Thank you so much!
Sorry I ran away, Daddy. I was so scared.
It's all right, Butterfly. You're safe now. All the bad creatures are gone. The phrase to activate Shale is Doolan Han. If you still want that bloody thing. I wouldn't if I were you. Now we should go, and quickly. Thank you again. We owe you our lives.
What was the FFS to, John? I mean, specifically. I acknowledge that there are many things it could have been. Was it the knocking my keyboard off the table because I was trying to imitate his... Or putting on a tiny hat? Okay. I got something for sale. I know that early morning feeling.
I knew that the day would come when someone would find the control rod. And of course, it is another mage. That is what it is. Yes? Yes. Just my luck.
Hi.
I stood here in this spot and watched the wretched little villagers scurry around me for, oh, I have no idea how long. Many, many years.
Oh, you poor dear. That would be really, really boring.
And the villagers had no idea they were being watched. Creepy.
I was just beginning to get used to the quiet, too. Tell me, are all the villagers dead?
Not all, no.
Some got away then. How unfortunate.
That's horrible.
Still better than dull. Well, go on then. Out with it. What is its command?
It.
Entrenched sense of perversity. The last one who held that damnable rod used to call me Gollum. Gollum, fetch me that chair. Do be a good Gollum and squash that insipid bandit. And let's not forget, Gollum, pick me up. I tire of walking. It does have the control rod, doesn't it? I am awake, so it must.
Something wrong?
I see the control rod, yet I feel... Go on, order me to do something.
Alright, walk over there.
And, nothing. I feel nothing. I feel no compulsion to carry out its command. I suppose this means the rod is... broken?
Well... You're not just walking away.
Aren't I? Without a control rod, I can
Oh,
do
it's an
whatever
observation.
I wish. It is simply... what should I do? I have no memories beyond watching this village for so long. I have no purpose. I find myself at a bit of a loss. What about it? It must have awoken me for some reason, no? What did it intend to do with me?
Not really given that much thought.
I see. Wonderful. I suppose I have two options, do I not? Go with it or go elsewhere? I do not even know what lies beyond this village.
You killed your former master.
Did I? I remember that I had a former master. The mage with the furry brows who poked and prodded and barked orders. Did I kill him? I hope I did kill him. Perhaps the last order he barked was, Gollum, stop crushing my head. Ah!
I noticed you don't call him it.
Yes, I'm just funny that way.
How do I know you could be trusted? Because you haven't really confirmed
I
or
have no
denied.
idea. How does it trust anything else without a control rod?
Point.
They haven't killed it yet. I consider this a good sign.
You're gonna keep calling me it.
Yes, very likely.
welcome.
Are you certain you want to bring that thing with us? It could be dangerous and large.
No, it could be dangerous, and it is large. Thanks for stating the completely obvious.
You're welcome. It's good to have a purpose. You know.
I will follow it about then. For now. I am called Shale, by the way.
I'll just introduce yourself. No,
This should be interesting.
He looks smaller in this view. Achievement unlocked. Rock in a hard place. Gathering... No, not gathering party, just choosing whether or not to immediately add Shale to the party. He's the highest level of all of us, joint with Eliana. Okay. That's somewhat unexpected. Shale disapproves, -11. Alistair disapproves, -5. Shale disapproves. That's a good start. Same game. I would much like to leave now, please. Oh, that's
Very
chest. Yeah, you can go that way, I suppose. Prized cheese knife. It requires 24 dexterity. She's got 22, haven't she? Shayla's a she. Okay. Well, that was awful. Yeah. Camp. Okay. Let's talk to this Shale bastard then. John. I have a question. No, for one thing, what's with the heavy size?
Oh, that. Merely reflecting on the hopeless nature of the task in front of it. The most likely outcome is that it and its companions will become a stain on some rock for the Darkspawn to tread upon. I shall be moved to a single tear by the tragedy.
Won't we be right next to your stain?
I think not. I am made of pure rock, skin to core. At best, I can become a pile of dust, but a smear I will definitely not leave behind. That's for softer, squishier things like itself and its friends. What's that? Did it hear flapping wings? There may be pigeons nearby. We should be alert.
Shale disapproves. Can I just see what relationship I like with Shale at the moment? Oh, not too bad. Let's try this again. I have questions.
It doesn't have better things to do.
I told you to kill your phone.
Did I not already tell it that I do not remember doing such? I remember having a master. My memories of what happened to him are vague.
Vague but not non-existent.
Clever. and true. Oh, very well. Let me see what I can recall. My former master enjoyed experimenting upon me. I remember that much. There was tinkering with spells, and then the crystals. He was very eager to alter my function, I think.
What sort of experiments?
Bah! I am no mage, and he did not explain himself to me, any more than it would explain itself to a sword. He possessed my control rod, and back then, it would have prevented me from doing anything he did not command me to, no matter how I might have wished to. So what happened? I am unsure. He was experimenting, and then nothing.
Next.
And then he was gone. I was standing where I was, in the village, and I could no longer move. The villagers came, poked and prodded me in fear, and then realized they could neither move me nor destroy me. So they simply left me. And in time, I forgot I hadn't stood there all along.
You didn't wonder where he'd gone?
Wonder? I was glad that he was gone. For so many years, I'd had to leap to that little toadstool's every command. Get this, pick up that, put it down, pick it up again. The gall! At first, I'd hoped he'd simply decided to leave me there paralyzed. An acceptable trade-off. After years passed, I simply stopped caring.
I'm not really sure about any of these dialogue options. Although I don't believe you.
Well, good for it. Whatever the mage did seemed to render the control rod useless, for which I should be thankful, yes? And provided it doesn't decide to copy his experiments, not that I would allow it, it is nothing to fear from me. Much.
Sounds good to me.
The things that it fights, and it fights things often, that is a different story. Let us get back to the walking and the fighting. My stone is beginning to itch again.
Another -10. Well, talking to Shale seems to involve Shale hating me. Haven't spoken to you in a while. You just take the weirdest routes to get to places.
What do you wish of me?
Just chat.
If you must.
Is Flemeth really what she seems to be?
Well, that depends, does it not? What does she seem to be?
Human.
Oh, she certainly was human. Once. Tell me, how much do you know of the tale? The one that the chastened still tell of my mother, to frighten them into obedience.
I've heard a little of it. Well, I've read it, and Billy tried telling me before the game crashed.
No doubt such a tale has mutated much over time and telling. I can relay what Flemeth once told me herself, and you can decide whether or not 'tis the truth, if you desire.
That sounds interesting.
As the tale is sung by the bards, there was a time when Flemeth was young and beautiful, a fair lass in a land of barbarian men, the desire of any who saw her.
And how long ago was that?
Many centuries, before this land was even named Ferelden. The tales say that Flemeth fell in love with Osen the Bard, and fled the castle of her husband, the dread Lord Conabar, and that he swore vengeance for her infidelity.
This is about where it crashed last time.
My mother claims that 'twas Osen who was her husband, and Conabar the jealous lord who looked on from afar. Lord Conobar approached young Osen and offered him wealth and power in exchange for his lovely wife. And Osen agreed.
He sold his wife.
The life of a bard is a poor one, and love fades in the wake of hunger. 'Twas Flemeth who suggested the arrangement. All would have been well had Lord Conobar kept his end of the bargain. But he was a foul man who bargained with coin he did not possess.
I've been
Osen
there.
was led off to a field and slain, left for dead. Flemeth spoke to the spirits and learned of the deed, and swore revenge.
Spirits or demons?
Spirits first, and 'twas they who slew Conobar. Flemeth did not turn to the demon until much later. Lord Conobar's
But
allies
she's
chased
still
Flemeth, you see. Chased her to the wilds, and there she hid. There she found the demon, and he made her strong. The legends all speak of the great hero Cormac, he who defeated Flemeth and her great army when she invaded the lowlands centuries later. All lies.
Well, she never invaded or he never defeated her.
The truth of the matter is that there was never an invasion. As Flemeth tells it, the Chastened never raised an army under her banner, and she never fought with any warrior named Cormac. Cormac led a brutal civil war against his own people, and later claimed it was to vanquish evil that had taken root amongst the lords. Thus, he was hailed a hero. Flemeth was only attached to the legend much later. Perhaps 'twas due to the great war with the Chastened that eventually came, but Mother claims not to know how it began.
Legend says of Flemeth having many daughters.
You ask if I have sisters. I have asked of this myself. The stories tell of many witches of the wilds after all, not just the one. And these tales existed long before I did. Flemeth refuses to speak of other daughters, if they existed. So, should I believe I am her first? I doubt that too.
Aren't abominations usually insane horrors?
How often is this usually? Always? If not always, then when is it not true? There are more things in this world and the next than you or I could ever hope to understand. What Flemeth became is a mystery. I suspect, even to her.
And how has she survived so long?
The demon within her has transformed her into something else. An abomination, perhaps some would say. I know not. I only know my mother is clever, and she is part of the wilds as it is part of her. But she is no immortal. She bleeds. A blade in her heart would kill her like any other, were it lucky enough to find her.
And you believe her version of the story?
I do not believe everything that Flemeth claims. Oft it seems her bitterness has coloured her memories. But on the whole, yes, I believe this tale, if not all.
Cheers.
Flemeth tells it with far more embellishment than I, but you are welcome. Dare I ask of your own mother? Few are abominations of legend, 'tis true, but I find myself curious, nevertheless.
I'll go with, I love her, what else do you need to know?
Nothing. I wish to know nothing more. I find myself a little envious, to tell the truth. But it matters not. Let us move on.
I am still glowy with shield. Alright. things. And yeah, I was being fairly rude to Shale, but
Something you need? I'm
she's
sure
being
either my
rude back.
boy or I can help you out.
All your heels.
I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and with your discount.
Oh, you don't have any healing stuff at the moment. Okay. More stuff to make it with. Okay. Do I have elf fruit? How much elf fruit do I have? 9. That'll help somewhat.
I enjoy the nights at camp. The night always seems more peaceful to me, safer.
Helps you get rid of a cracked skull.
I feel the night grants us a reprieve from the troubles of the day. Silly, isn't it? The darkspawn never sleep, and they lurk in the shadows.
That's a good point. Why did you have to make that? We're only entitled to a little silliness.
I enjoy those nights when we stand guard together, talking to pass the time in those small hours. Well, I talk and you listen mostly. Sometimes I succumb and fall asleep and wake to find you still watchful. And I know you're watching out for me. What I'm trying to say is that I trust you. I'm comfortable around you. I know you'll be there when I need you. You are our leader and my friend, and sometimes I think that maybe we could be more than that. Maker, look at me stumbling over my words like an ill-educated peasant girl. Some bard I am.
Well, she just took the observational comedy straight out of my mouth. May as well roll with it. More than friends.
Really? No one told me. You felt the same way and didn't do me the courtesy of informing me? You made me say all those things. Why couldn't you have said them first? Oh, you... Oh, how very awkward.
You still like me, right?
Why am I being such a baby about this? I must be a sight spilling my guts.
Well, there we go. The option's there.
Well, that settles it then.
That's one reaction, I suppose. Okay. We've got two potential murderers who really don't want to talk about it. Or much, really.
What do you need? Ask away.
you remain a Templar if you hate the Chantry? Seems a fair question.
Have you seen the uniform? It's not only stylish, but well made. I'm a sucker for good tailoring.
Haven't seen you wearing it.
I keep it hidden under my pillow. Sometimes I'll take it out just so I can hug it fondly and remember the good old days.
What, a suit of plate
Brings a
armour?
tear to the eyes, you know.
The real reason?
You don't really want to know about my being a Templar, do you? It's really quite boring.
Yes, I do want to know.
Poke, poke, poke. Tell me everything about your life, Alistair. All right, if you insist. It's not like we have anything better to do, right? The truth of the matter is that I did hate going to the monastery. The initiates from poor families thought I put on airs, while the noble ones called me a bastard and ignored me. I felt like Al Eamon had cast me off, unwanted, and I was determined to be bitter. But I took some solace in the training itself, I guess. I was actually quite good at it.
What do you enjoy about it?
The education, mostly, but also the discipline. You need to have a disciplined mind in order to use the abilities we have. It was difficult, but rewarding. I never really felt at home anywhere, though, until I joined the Grey Wardens. And Duncan felt my Templar abilities might be useful for when we encountered Darkspawn magic, so I kept it up. What about you? Do you have anywhere you consider home?
Circle of Mage Eyes Tower's first home was home for a long time. Then I helped a blood mage escape, and I got thrown out because it was better than being executed.
But it's not your home anymore, right? You can never go back for good. I think I understand how you feel. We won't always be traveling like this, you know. Once the war is over, once the Blight is... well, a time will come when we'll have to think about having a real home again. Though that seems like a far ways off. And I suppose the Grey Wardens are gone for good, either way.
It can be rebuilt. We've still got 2 Blights left to go.
I suppose you're right. We can create new Grey Wardens, but we'll never get back those we lost. I wonder if it would ever feel the same. Anyhow, now I've sidetracked us. We'd better get back to what we're supposed to be doing right now.
And what does Bok think about this?
Look at what your fool dog placed in my pack. A putrid, half-eaten hare is not something a woman wants to find in her unmentionables.
He means well, it's the thought that
Dirty
counts.
mongrel can have this back. There. And tell him not to do it again.
Oh, you heard the lady.
I don't want it, you worthless fur bag.
You hurt his feelings.
Oh, he's just trying to be manipulative, I can tell. I do it too.
Okay, that was... Spoken to everyone but Sten.
Yes.
I'll try. I'll discuss something you mentioned.
Speak then. Then I suggest we move on.
That was a useless dialogue line.
I am hardly surprised. Very well. As you wish.
What? The whole dialogue option there with Stem was, I have a question about something you said. No, never mind. I've got another question. Ah, forget it. For some reason, my camera keeps freezing. I don't have any Canary gifts, no, but...
Yes.
Indeed.
Usual team. Right. Why is the next thing I need to do for the Isle of Redcliffe grayed out? There are 2 quests involved me going there. And docks for Circle. Okay. What the? Fuck are you, buddy? Wait, it already killed Welly.
Why does that always happen to me?
That's a good fucking question, Liliana. You've got to go around the lake to get to the docks to take a boat.
Do you see the tower? The view from the top must be spectacular.
Who are you then?
You're not looking to get across to the tower, are you? Because I have strict orders not to let anyone pass.
Where the hell is that accent from? Grey Warden!
Oh, you're a Grey Warden, are you? Prove it.
Documents.
Yes. Oh, a Grey Warden seal. Aha! So you're claiming to be one of those. You know, I have some documents too. They say I'm the Queen of Antiva. What do you think of that?
I think I should push you in the lake. Mine are actually real.
Kill some darkspawn. Come on, let's see some righteous Grey Wardening.
It's not something you do, it's something you are.
Semantics. Anyway, it was nice chatting with you. Now, on your way, right now, go.
Again, fuck off isn't an option, so your superior won't like that.
Oh, really? You think Gregor would be upset with me for not letting you in? Wait, actually, he will.
Well, should try to avoid that, shouldn't we?
He's the big guy around here. I bet he could deal with one Grey Warden. Alleged Grey Warden. Well, you want that I should take you there now?
Yes.
Come along, I suppose.
Well, he's just...
And I want 2 men stationed within sight of the doors at all times. Do not open the doors without my express consent. Is that clear?
Yes,
Hello
sir.
again.
The doors are barred. Are they keeping people out or in?
Now we wait and pray.
What's happening?
I don't have time to entertain visitors. Well, look who's back. A proper Grey Warden now, are we? Glad you're not dead.
What's happening?
I shall speak plainly. The tower is no longer under our control.
Oh, great.
Abominations and demons stalk the tower's halls. We were too complacent. First Jowan, now this. Don't think I've forgotten your role in Jowan's escape.
Right, what do you
I
need?
have sent word to Denerim, calling for reinforcements and the right of annulment.
Oh, shit. Whole... Well, good luck.
The mages are probably already dead. Any abominations remaining in there must be dealt with, no matter what.
This situation is dire. There is no alternative. Everything in the tower must be destroyed so it can be made safe again.
Must be some still alive, right?
If any are still alive, the Maker himself has shielded them. No one could have survived those monstrous creatures. It is too painful to hope for survivors and find... nothing.
He does actually care. Oh, look.
I assure you, an abomination is a force to be reckoned with, and you will face more than one.
Gotta try.
A word of caution. Once you cross that threshold, there is no turning back. The great doors must remain barred. I will open them for no one until I have proof that it is safe. I will only believe it is over if the first enchanter stands before me and tells me it is so. If Irving has fallen, then the circle is lost and must be destroyed. May Andraste lend you her courage, whatever you decide.
Right. I think that sounds like a decision for future Richard to be making. Well, I died a lot. A lot. I have a golem who doesn't quite hate me, but is on the lower side of... I keep getting murdered on my way to anywhere, so I'm already arriving at the problem with problems. Oh boy. And the people we have to save, Redcliffe, are themselves suffering an abomination problem. But hey! Lely! So there's that. I have died a lot. But, not focusing on combat as much. It's making things go slightly more smoothly. There. I'm utterly brain fried right now, sorry. So yeah, deal with this hot mess next week.